Welcome to episode 13 of Volume 7. This is the finale called Enemy of Trust. I did a little what's it called? A closet cosplay. It's supposed to be Ironwood. But obviously not that good. Anyways, very excited for this finale. God, what do we have to do? We have to deal with Ironwood still, Cinder, Neo, all of them, the Winter Maiden. It looks like Team RWBy's splitting up. Well, they're gonna divide and conquer. We got Pietro and Maria helping out. We'll see what happens there. Clover's dead. Yeah, really great voice acting from last episode. From I think his name is Jason, the new Crow voice actor. Literally great this whole season. Top notch. Anyways, just wanted to point that out. I loved him. Yeah, it's actually a shorter episode than I was imagining. Like I said, usually they're like 30-minute episode for the finale, cut down to 25 with credits, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I'm very excited, so let's just jump into it. I hope my mic was on. It was. Okay.
Give up. We've got you
Oh,
outnumbered.
God. She don't care.
Alright then.
Oh, my God. You guys gotta go 4-on-1. You can't be doing this 2-on-1 thing. Especially against Neo. Like, oh god. Come on. Oscar, maybe not you. Because she wants the relic. Okay, Jean. No waste. Whoop. Nice. Oh.
Where'd she go?
Freeze! We gotta move.
Sheesh. Oscar's so tired. Oh god. And there's... Oh, her grimoire. Okay. Okay. Come on, Winter.
You Atlas elites are all the same. You think hoarding power means you'll have it forever, but it just makes the rest of us hungrier.
Yeah, you think the same too. You want your power forever too. Gee. We need to freeze her in place. Oh shit. Hello? 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 Oh shit.
I have come too far to be stopped by some toy.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, hopefully you have a freaking flying grim. Jeez. Shit. Nope. Nope. Not today.
What are you doing? My life doesn't matter. I disagree.
Mm-hmm. Especially if you're trying to be the Winter Maiden, like...
Hurry! We gotta lose him.
We need you still. Oh god. Oscar. Jean, give him some aura. He's really tired. Oh my god. Fuck.
Guys?
Neo's still here too.
Come on, hurry!
That's Nora. Or is it? Nope. It's Neo. Fuck. Yep. She got the relic. Semblance time? Come on, Oscar. I think it's time for your semblance. Let's do this. Come on, Sean. Ren! You know it's not her.
Stop! Drop your weapons! Pull back! This way!
Yep. I knew it was that frickin' one with the hat. Shit! Well, our second line of defense is Ironwood, because he's at the vault.
Son. But now I'm afraid your time is up.
Yes. I've been waiting here. For some time, I think. What was I waiting for?
Me.
No. I had a job to do.
Shit. She said, I'm not done just yet.
What is that?
That's the power of a fully realized maiden.
I was gonna say, like, she might be old, but that means she's matured too. Like, she's got the experience on her
It's
hands.
too cold. We have to do something.
No.
Penny!
I'm sorry. Don't be. We weren't ready to become huntsmen.
That's not true.
Then why aren't we holding the relic? Now Salem has the lamp, Ironwood has the staff, and we have nothing! Ren, that's enough.
Hello? Anybody there? Can
Hey.
you hear me?
Our scrolls? Doctor!
Finest mind in Atlas! Maria, what are you doing?
Grabbing our getaway ship. We need to hightail it out of here. Where are you?
The Academy training room. We slipped away from some soldiers, but it won't be long before they...
Shit.
We're on our way. Just stick together.
Oscar?
Training room.
Oscar!
Oscar, what the hell?
Sorry, but you all need to go on without me.
What are you talking about? There's something I have to do alone.
You can't take Neo. Unless you get your semblance, you're not a match for her. Oh, God. I was going to say, Penny is going to the Winter Maiden. What if Penny becomes the Winter Maiden?
Are you okay?
Because there is
I had a
an
job
aura.
to do. I was supposed to protect the power of the maiden until I was ready. I worry I may have lost track of time. But you can tell James that I'm ready now.
Ma'am, if you do that...
I'll be gone. I know I have a hard time remembering, but I remember that.
Shit, 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 shit. Where's Cinder? Where's Cinder?
What's your name?
It's Penny,
Oh, Penny.
ma'am.
Penny's gonna become the Winter Maiden.
Penny. Are you the one?
Shit. She's gonna do it. Okay. Neo's
Winter.
gonna dress up as...
Thank you. I know that must have been difficult.
No.
I'm so sorry.
No. Ironwood, be on your guard. Oh. He doesn't have... Okay, this is actually Oscar. Okay. Shit.
And whom do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Still just me.
It was smart of you not to bring the lamp down here. I wouldn't trust me either right now.
Trust is what I'm hoping to fix. I know we can still figure this out. All of it. Together. Please.
Do you intend to fight me?
No. That's exactly what she wants. I guess it's because of Oz, but holding it helps calm me down when I'm afraid.
You still think I'm afraid?
We all are. It's what we do and our fear that reveals—
That's easy for you to say! You can label me whatever you'd like. But the fact of the matter is, I was right! The minute I softened, let my guard down, that's when Salem had her opening.
If you abandon Mantle, you abandon our best chance of reuniting the world. You abandon Remnant, leaving millions to fend for themselves so a few can survive. What kind of—
All excellent philosophical points that won't matter if Salem wins.
Listen to me!
No, you listen. I am done letting others' inability to see the big picture get in the way of doing what's right. Robin, the council, this kingdom, even you.
And you're as dangerous as she is, James.
James, it's who my friends call me. To you, it's General.
Shit.
She's mine!
No. Ah. Hello? Okay. Somebody needs to freaking get the winter main powers. Hello? Gumby? Somebody just fucking... I don't even care at this point. Just somebody get this fucking power. It's Penny. Oh my god. He really just shot Oscar. Semblance.
Oscar.
Let's go. Let's go. Something. Something's gotta happen. Oh god. It's Penny. Penny is the Winter Maiden. Semblance. Oh my god. Oh my god. What? Ruby's here. Shit. What is happening?
The single quality that is common across every living creature on this planet is fear.
Hello? He's falling to Mantle.
Winter!
Oh,
What
shit.
did you do?
It's funny then that as common as fear is, we so easily underestimate its power.
Are you alright? Penny, what happened?
She's gone.
No.
She's a part of you now.
Fear of growing close to someone. The subsequent fear of loss. Fear of failure.
But Neo has the relic still.
Where's Oscar? And the relic?
And as more people depend on you, those fears can take on greater power. But fear itself isn't worthy of concern. It is who we become while in its clutches.
I swear, this boy's semblance of every flight, because
suggest you all
I don't know how
surrender
else he's going.
and comply with the
Winter.
General's orders.
Please. Please.
You can't do that.
Then, I suggest you run.
No, you're hurt! I'm not going to leave you like this!
You're not leaving me. I'm giving you a head start. This is Special Operative Schnee in need of immediate medical assistance. Send reinforcements. Over.
We all have to carve out our own way.
Guys, you're...
We need to go.
Take Penny. Penny!
Will you be proud of that person?
Okay, she's going with.
Will you forgive them? Will you understand why they felt the need to do the things they did? Will you even recognize them?
Neo,
Or will
it's
the
time.
person staring back at you be the very thing you should have feared from the start?
Oh, he's alive?
We all find out, sooner or later.
He's gonna get out. Put him in jail, they should have killed him. So he's Bubble Boy? What is his?
That power. These memories.
It's from the
You're back, aren't you?
staff,
You saved me.
whatever the
Actually,
cane.
you saved us.
Because Oz did that.
Oscar,
Ozpin did the
Stop.
bubble too.
All I want to know is how we save Atlas next.
Where are you guys going?
We've got multiple hostiles on radar. Is anyone else seeing this? These readings can't be right.
Because yeah, that's Salem coming. But what's our team doing? What the hell? um, apologies. Most of the reaction was just me with my mouth open. Oh, shit. What even happened? Okay. So Cinder has the relic. Neo, it's time. It's time to just make your move and freaking betray her. Like, I've been waiting. I don't think how do I put this? I don't think Neo will make it to the end of the series, but I do think she is more likely to, like, her betrayal is inevitable. Whereas Mercury and Emerald, I think that they might actually live and betray. I think Neo's gotta die doing what she thinks is right. I don't know. Ah, shit. Can't wait for the album to come out. I don't really do music reactions because there's a million people that can say it better than I can. Damn. Ironwood really shot Oz. Like, sure, he shot Oscar, but he shot Oz, is what I'm saying. Like, that just shows how far he's fallen. This... I don't think Oscar got his semblance. Like I said, I think that was from the cane, because we saw Ozpin do that in Volume 3 with the orb, whatever, the sphere, the bubble. So I feel like he hasn't unlocked his semblance yet. He just sort of unlocked his past abilities, that sort of the magic, the remnants of his magic that he's gotten because of his reincarnation. But he's stuck on Atlas. Or Mantle. No, he's on Mantle now, because he fell all the way down. See... Oh my god. Okay. Shit. Okay. Oscar's on Mantle. Crow and Robin were arrested. They're going to Atlas. They're stuck in Atlas, because the rest of the team... Team RWBy, Team Juniper... Penny, she can join up with Team Juniper and also be Team Juniper because the Penny and Pyrrha. That would be good. If Oscar is going to be separated from them now. Okay, but we got Juniper, Adrian. Okay, so yeah, it was Adrian, on the last episode. Okay, so we got Team RWBy, Team Juniper, Penny, Pietro, and Maria are on a plane somewhere. I don't know where they're going. Are they going to stick around to fight Salem, or are they going to, like, vacuum out? What are they doing? It would be smart to leave, because then they can't get the staff at least. Like, I don't know, but like, they can't just abandon, because if they do just abandon, then they're doing what Ironwood's doing. They're abandoning Mantle and Atlas and all of them. Ah, shit. Okay, what's no post credits? You gotta be kidding me. Oh my god. There's not even... Okay, so the whole point is, like, it's best if Penny goes, but... Shit. Because if Penny leaves, they have no access to the staff, which means Atlas is technically safe. But if they stay, they can protect the people. But also Salem's there. I don't know what... And we're used to these volumes to be 3-volume arcs, where the first 3 were Beacon, the next 3, 4 through 6, they were Mistral, and now it's Atlas. But if they leave now, I feel like they gotta stay. There's too many people left. Like, even the citizens aside, we have Oscar and Crow and Robin are all still stuck there. I don't know. What was I gonna say? Penny becoming the Winter Maiden. I don't know if I mentioned it in my last couple episodes. I think it was last episode was the real, like the yeah, last episode was the one where they were actually going to the Winter Maiden. Um, so I can't claim credit for it, but I was thinking, what if somehow Penny becomes the Maiden instead because they both were going, and I was like, it's way too obvious if Winter becomes the Maiden, she gets the power. Like it was a fan theory for a long time, and the way they were setting it up, I was like, okay, it could happen. You know, it could be like confirmation of the theory. Um, but and it could have been an interesting climax too because she is a skilled fighter. But there's just so much going on with Penny and how she's not regaining, but she is gaining humanity. Um, and like a conscience and a soul and all this stuff. So I thought it would be interesting to explore that factor with the maiden powers. And then we also have so now that is true. We have the fact that her soul is split with Pietro. What happens if Penny's part dies? Does that go to Pietro now, or does it go to somebody else? Like a regular maiden does, you know? Or is it? Does Pietro have some of the power? Like, how is that all split up now? Um, you know, if this part of Penny dies, does it go into stasis? And then when they rebuild, if they rebuild her again, like they did this volume, does she get the maiden powers again? Um, I don't know, but there was a lot less with Nora than I was expecting. Um, she did have a bigger part than she's had in the last couple of volumes. I think the last time she's had a big part was volume 4 with Ren. Um, but you know, people were talking about, well, I was hearing that this was going to be like it was going to be Weiss and Nora were kind of the two big characters this volume because Weiss obviously she's from Atlas, um, and then from what we saw it was Nora's connection was she's been a street rat. She's sort of seen the side of Mantle as her personal struggles. So I was expecting more of her. Um, Again, I'm hoping next volume we get some more answers on her backstory, um, because I just think it was interesting with the Ren thing, this episode, how he's been struggling. Like I don't I don't okay. I want more Ren personally, but I don't want him to take up screen time that other characters need. That's the thing. Like he's already had his volume, um, to sort of really grow and learn and become a different character, his personal development. But he's been doing some interesting stuff this volume that I want to know what's going on with him because you know he's been following orders. He's been very much on Ironwood's side, um, and he's been having this struggle of following orders versus doing the right thing, like Crow was saying last episode. Um, and so, you know, when he couldn't attack Neo Nora, um, and he was crying about it too, um, you know, I want to learn what that's about because it's obviously that he has feelings for Nora. Okay, I get that. You know, they finally kissed a couple episodes ago or whatever. And so obviously trying to fight her, it's difficult for him. But is it just his conflicted nature? Is it like he feels bad that his personal feelings got in the way of his duty? Is that what happened? Because then later he was saying, you know, we're not ready to be huntsmen, blah 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 blah. Why, you know, he was getting all angry about it, and you know, basically saying he failed. His mission was a failure. So yeah, I just wanted to learn more about his mindset of why he's so like you would think based on what we've seen of his backstory, you would think that his personal attachments would be more important to him than following orders, you know? He lost his parents and he wasn't strong enough to stand up to the Grim and fight and you know, that was such a big moment for him back in volume 4. So to see him now to be so focused on being a huntsman, to be, to follow orders, to fight, and, fight and win. Whereas I think he just needs to step back and realize it's not about just fighting all the time. Sometimes it's about surviving and running, protecting the ones you care about. You know, they can be one and the same at times, but also as he learned, when he saved Nora, back in the flashback, it wasn't about fighting the Grim, it was about saving her, protecting her, and then now, where it seems like he's so focused on, I've got to fight and kill and, be a strong fighter. Um, I don't know. It's just interesting. I think I'm talking way too much about Ren for no reason. Um, since we're just talking about characters, John, not a lot happened with him this volume, which is fine. I think he had some big moments last volume, um, and there wasn't really a need for him to have any big moments, any like character-defining moments, I guess, this volume. Um, I'm just waiting for a rematch with Cinder with him. I think him and Ruby versus Cinder would be a great like final battle between those three. Um, what else do we have to talk about? Blake. Blake, this volume has been very interesting. I really liked her coming into her own. I've seen some posts about how this is the first time we really see her without the shadow of Adam. Adam's dead. He's out of her life. We really get to see her shine in her own way. And I agree. I think she's been very vocal at times, about what she wants. In a lot of the group scenes where they're having arguments and discussions, she's the first one to say her mind. Out of the Team RWBy, like last episode. I think it was last episode, or maybe it was 2 episodes ago. No, yeah, it was 2 episodes ago before the coup. When she was confronting Ironwood, she was the first one to speak up and say, "Hey, this is a bad idea. We shouldn't be doing this." And then everyone else was like, "Me too, me too." Um, and I think it was last episode when they were gonna fight the Aesops. She was like the first one. Okay, I'm gonna fight you too. I just really like that sort of courage in her now. She's ready. Uh, yeah, I just really appreciate that character growth for her. Nothing big to say about Yang. She's been doing her. Weiss. As much as Weiss was a focus this volume, I also feel like I don't have much to say. A lot of her growth was in the first couple volumes, and now we're mostly just seeing her in different situations. Now we're just seeing her, you know, it's kind of just like volume 4, she was very timid, like she was stuck in stranglehold it by her family, but then this volume, she is free to express herself to her family now. Um, and not much of her character was changed other than her circumstance. Like volume 4, she was trapped. Volume 7, she's free. That's really all it was. It wasn't like she had a personality change or anything. She was always that sort of headstrong. It was just those shackles that bind her, that sense of I have to do what they want me to do. That's sort of just gone now. The red light means I have to shut up, but I have some more stuff to say. So yeah, with Weiss, like, it's interesting. Like, it was very much, she had a prominent role this volume, but there wasn't a lot of revelations with her. We had some good winter moments, some very interesting winter progression, especially these last couple episodes with her talking with Penny, how she did have to follow orders, but she was still, letting them go, being the sister like that. We have the introduction of the mother, who was the one that sort of the linchpin to finding Watts, stopping Jock, all that stuff. We got mentioned that Whitley, Whitley's still around, but we also got mentioned from the mother that Whitley can still be good, salvageable kind of, because he was sort of idolizing his father. It's just a messed up family. But the point is, we got some interesting, not development, but interesting news information about Whitley's situation, and so he's very much a player still, that we have to consider for next volume. Um, Ruby, um, she's been very much stepping up as a leader ever since last volume. Um, she, like I said, I think Blake's the one sort of being more speaking her mind, um, but Ruby is still very much the decisive one. They're all following her still, and so she's been doing very good as a leader of being very democratic about it, about, okay, I'm going to take your input, your input, your input, and this is what we all agree upon. Um, uh, and so, not much, like I said, it was just it was more showing her as a leader in that sort of, that leadership role. Um, we had that interesting moment where Salem mentioned her mother to her, confirmation that she's dead. Well, okay, crackpot theory, you heard it here first. Um, technically, Salem didn't say she died. All she said was something along the lines of, your mother sounded like that too. Um, like, that was pretty much all she said. She didn't say, I killed your mother for being that stupid. She was like, you sound just like your mother or whatever. Um, and so for Ruby, that confirmed that Summer is dead. But hear me out. What if Summer is held captive? What if Summer is brainwashed by Salem and she's some sort of character that we haven't met yet? She's sort of uh, I have I have an example, but it's way too long. We need to talk about. But yeah, what if she's the traitor somehow? I think that'll be, but also some characters just need to be dead, you know. So I could go. I'm happy with whatever they do with Summer. If this is the confirmation that she's dead, fine. I'm always just thinking about the weirder, longer-winded um, story thread that they could be using. And so you heard it here first. If she's alive and evil, that was me. You're welcome. Um, but yeah, that was a nice moment with Ruby. Seeing her vulnerable side. We've seen it a couple times, but it was never that like I'm dropping down to my knees and I am sobbing into Yang's arms. Like, it was the reuniting with Yang and Weiss. That was sad. Like, that was a sweet moment. So she was tearing up about it. Even when she was listening to John and Pyrrha, even when she was listening in on John's training sessions with Pyrrha on the phone, she was just kind of like listening in. Um, when she was talking with Oscar back in Volume 5 on, when he was training and he's asking, how do you do all this? How do you do all that? Like, this is all crazy, whatever. She let down her walls, but she wasn't that distraught. She was just like, yeah, it's hard, but I gotta do this for my friends and family. But here she was just like, fuck, you got me, Uh, damn. Okay, those are our main characters. Oscar, he's very much on stepping up um, into his own character, and I really appreciate that. I think he's growing, becoming way more mature than he should be. Um, and by that I mean, like, for a 14-year-old, he's very insightful and wise. And that's obviously him metamorphized, whatever. He's becoming one with Ozpin. Uh, Yeah, and so I'm curious to see where we're going with him next season, especially because he is alone now. Are we going to spend any time with him? Is he going to be, missing in action for a little bit? Um, but it seems like him and Ozpin are finally in communication again. He's sort of unlocked that Ozma part of him. Um, I'm assuming that's what it is. I'm assuming he unlocked the Ozma abilities, the magic with the orb thing. Um, Still no semblance, as far as I can tell. Um, but yeah, him and Ironwood, just those conversations they've had, very interesting. Um, the last one I talk Yeah, the last character I'm probably gonna talk about is Crow. Um, Again, he's in a limbo state. He's in jail. He's being arrested along with Robin. Um, he's framed for murdering one of Ironwood's soldiers. Like that's basically treason, kind of. I don't know if it's technically treason because he's not part of that country, but still, like again, I don't know if he is going to be a major part of next volume because he is separated from the group, especially with all the stuff that Salem's bringing now. It feels like it's just going to be Salem versus the forces of good. So, like, where does that leave our characters that aren't grouped up with Ruby and all them, you know? Um, but with Crow, I think it was. I didn't really talk about last episode, but I just wanted to mention his dialogue last episode. I think it was very heartbreaking. Again, his voice performance was awesome. Um, and just how, like, I don't know. I've always felt like he's been too one note for me. He's always just been like the cranky uncle, the alcoholic or whatever. Um, so I never really paid him any mind as a character. Like I never really had any particular feelings one way or another. I was just kind of like, okay, he's here, he's here. Um, but this volume, I think in particular, really showed him as a three-dimensional character. Um, especially with him giving up alcohol, trying to be a better parental figure and guide, mentor to the kids. Him and Clover teaming up and sort of seeing these different not opposing views, but him sort of seeing other people and seeing what it's like to work as a team again. Um, Sort of his growth there from being a loner to more of a team player is very interesting. And then, like I said, last episode where he's talking with Clover and he's going, you don't know my friends. This is how it always goes, kind of. Um, just that one line really speaks volumes as to how messed up his life is. Like we've been told before, like in Volume 6 when he learned about Ozma. Um, he was saying, um, nobody loved me, whatever. I was just this freak, this bad luck charm, um, and nobody fucked with me. Um, and so I think that didn't really hit me. Like it hit me a little bit, but like just this episode or last episode, sorry. So many words I'm saying. One last episode when he says, "You don't know my friends. This is how it always goes." Um, that line just really encapsulates and just like kind of hits home that point he was making. Like this is why he doesn't do mate. This is why he's not a team player because like everyone betrays him. Ozpin betrayed him. Raven, his own sister. Um, I think him and Ty aren't on the best terms. They didn't probably fight, but they're not on the best terms. Winter, he has that sort of relationship with her too. Um, Ironwood at this point now, Clover. So like it's what's his face? The lion, Leo Hart. What's his name? Lionheart. Leo Lionheart. Um, Literally everybody, every adult character, it feels like that he's had some screen time with. It just hasn't gone his way. He's always ended up, oh my God, I'm sorry. He's always been fighting with them. So I really appreciate that line. But again, I'm not sure where his character is going to go for next volume. Anyways, I've been talking for way too long. Feel free to post in the comments below what things you want to talk about, things that you think about my comments and all that. Robin was fine this volume. I didn't really have any particular feelings about her either way. Thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know. Talk with me. Blah, 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 blah. I'll see you in the next video, whatever that is. Thanks for watching.